Call of the Wild. The
What's good, my fellow anglers? We just released, well, we just got a new update from the devs for the Angler. It's on Twitter an hour ago, and they have on the page right now of what they had it, and they had it how to skip time in the game, but not quite time as in like you choose what time you want to go. 1, 2, 3 o'clock. It's like more of the time of the day, early morning, midday, late evening, night. So with that said, let's get into the video and I have some information right here with me. So reading right now, they're saying when playing online, you selected a time of day that you would like to play at. The game will do its best to place you in a selected time. If there is no slot available at the selected time, it will place you at the closest previous time slot available. Example, if you select nighttime but there are no servers available, you should be placed into a closest slot available, which should be evening. So if you're online and you go to like a late evening lobby, it will like find the lobby to see if it can put you at the right time you want to go. And if there's none, they just put in the lobby at whatever time it is at evening. And here where things get really different because online and offline is different. So they're saying that when playing offline, you will always be placed into your selected time of day. So you go midday, which I normally do a lot for legendary fish, that's 12 p.m. Late evening, that might be 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., you know. So offline, everything is selected and start from where it should be at. In multiplayer, it will be trying to find the right lobby for you, but if they can't, that selected time will be moving to adjust to other players' lobby, if that makes sense. Now, patch notes, they said online multiplayer setting on and off now correctly save state after rebooting the game. So I'm not sure what they're saying. Maybe after you're in the lobby and the game crash or you close it, you can go back at that time you left it, I think. Now the second one said, you will now see a message in the top right corner of the screen when your game is syncing to the time of day to the server. So I think top right in the corner, when you go into a different day of the or time of day of the lobby, you can see it in the top right corner saying that. We'll have to look out for that right there. And the third one said you will now see a status of online slash offline in the top right corner of the screen to indicate you're in a multiplayer session. So I guess top right corner now is going to be like one of the main spots you have to look for when you're joining the angler. The fourth one said fix crashes where the game would occasionally crash when you take out your rod after being respawned into a safe location. I'm not familiar with that one right there. And lastly, many more bugs and fixed quality of life updates has also been added. So hopefully the game is properly optimized and running smooth. Now guys, let's go into the game and see what they have changed. Here we go. Play. Actually, let me see if online is still turned off. It's an option, yes. So if you want to play offline or online multiplayer, you can just go to options, multiplayer, and turn this thing on or off. Now I'm gonna leave that off because we want to see how it operates offline. So Golden Ridge first. Oh, in the bottom middle of the screen, guys. Time of day, any. So you got any, which you know you just spawn in at any time of the day and just fish on from there, like all the lobbies were before. Morning, well they don't show you what time it will be, so we have to check out those times: daytime, evening, and night. I was going to say midnight, my bad. Now let's go to the morning hours and see something. Now keep in mind they said offline it's going to be selected time and doesn't change, so you won't adjust to the time like multiplayer. Offline is going to be one time and that's it. and then you start moving up the more the time adjusts, you know. So time check, 6 a.m. So it's spawning at 6 a.m. always offline. Keep in mind now, guys, this is you only fishing, so you're not adjusting to other players' server. Now let's leave. You know, this is kind of really good, man. I think a lot of players gonna be, oh, my bad, gonna be loving offline now because it's a selected time. It doesn't adjust to anything, you know, if that makes sense. So daytime, what would daytime be like? I have no idea. Let's go see. You have early morning, daytime, 12 midday. Oh, it is 12 midday. Well, that's pretty good right there. Okay. It's gonna be a lot of back out and back in, guys, so bear with me, man. We're just doing an experiment right now. Evening, like 6 a.m. My bad. Like 6 p.m. maybe. It is. And look, top right corner, it says offline. And you can see the offline writings with a symbol and the red sign blinking. So as I said in the notes, top right is gonna be like main spot now to see your stats right there. And now late night. What time will that be? For me, late night to be like 12. I could be wrong. Well, it doesn't say late night, it says night. Which in my books, if it says night, that'll be like 17 p.m. I mean 19 p.m. My bad, which is 7 p.m. It's hard to work with these on armored time, bro. Yeah, it doesn't look like midnight. Oh, it is midnight. Oh, okay. So I was way off then, guys. So let's go over these again because I was guessing, but they weren't. So offline, any day that's random, which actually, what would that be, by the way? Time of day, any. Offline. Normal, that would be 12 midday. So what would it be? It's midnight. Now I'm curious if it's because we recently left from the late night server, if that's why they give us that random time to go fish. Let me try something. So I'm gonna go to a different time of the day, right? Morning, and then try going to a random to see what time would they give me if that's the time they would give me right there. So 6 a.m. in the morning, right? Now let's go to random and see if it's the previous time you left the lobby. We will spawn back in. Because I think they mentioned something like that as well. It is. It is. So random is pretty much the time you left the lobby. You go back in. Alright, not really random, but any time of the day is pretty much when you left the lobby. It seems like, you know? Okay, so let me explain this once more to you guys. So any time of the day is pretty much when you leave the lobby. You can spawn back at that time, right? Morning is 6 a.m. Daytime is 12 midday, 12 p.m. And evening is 18 o'clock, which is like 6 p.m. And night is midnight, 12 a.m. And that's offline. Now keep in mind these are selected times and one time warp like multiplayer. Now let's go to multiplayer and see what's good over there. Okay, here we go. Keep in mind you have to turn multiplayer on and save it as well. You just don't turn it on and leave it like that. Let's go Norway for a change, you know, my best map. Okay, we already know the random time or time of day any. That's random in my opinion. Let's go morning is when they're gonna spawn us in. So typically morning should be 6 a.m. Uh-oh, I think I was on a boat right there. Yep, I was definitely on a boat last time on stream with the guys. Yes, sir. And the ladies, you know. You have joined a multiplayer session. Top right corner, online. You can see it. Now, spawning at 6 a.m. Normal when you spawn in a multiplayer and let it be 5 seconds after 10, someone load in. So let's see what's gonna happen. And normal when someone load in, the game time warps to adjust to the time of the lobby. So let's see, man. Okay, first one just joined, second one just joined. So I would say 10-20 seconds for someone to join. Is time warping? It's already time warping, but not moving fast. It's stable right now. So it's spawned at 6 a.m. and it's going up like 6, 7, 6, 8. Now, will that be the lobby time we have where everyone is at the moment? Because this game works where you pretty much have the same time, or they just might have a few minutes above you. Recently, it's like that. Okay, let's see what's good. A lot of players joining right now, so time warp. So I think it's really early morning right now. It's not time warping to you got early morning times like 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. as well. So I guess if you find a lobby that's at your time for multiplayer, it will put you in that one. And if they can't, they're going to put you in one that's going to be adjusting to what it is. So in a way, you can be lucky to fish from 6 a.m. or you can be lucky to fish past 6 a.m. Now let's try a different lobby. It's gonna be the same thing though, guys. Let's try midday. So now legendary fish can be easier to get, because for example, legendary Lamastrenka, right? The barbell. For me, it's better at night, and sometimes you have to just time. Well, I wouldn't say time, but you have to lobby jump or lobby hop to get a nighttime lobby. So we're spawning at midday, but time is going backwards. So there weren't any midday lobby syncing time to server, so they couldn't find a midday lobby, right? So now they're adjusting to a lobby that's early, but not quite midday. So syncing time to server top right corner is looking for a server where, you know, to find the best time possible near midday or close to it. Okay, for a minute went backwards and forwards right there. There it goes again. Yeah, it keeps going backward and forward, and that's because it's syncing. It's trying to find us in the reasonable lobby, as I said, midday or close to it. I don't think it's going to pass it as much if that happens, but it's still in the work in progress. I'm just hoping that it doesn't. So in a way, my goal, I think a lot of players will be playing offline, man, because it's way more, as they said, selected. The time you go to or the day time of day you skip to is what getting offline. Online, it's up and down. Let's say the AI makes the best call possible. My bad, guys, my bad. So we're at 11 a.m. and it's going to 11:01. So I think we stop right here. Yep, online. So not syncing anymore. We'll find the lobby and they give it to us. So that's it. Tap right conic eyes, all said it right there. Well, so far pretty good, man. I can see this thing be really useful for legendary fish. For diamonds, depending on when you go for diamonds, early morning, late evening, midday, you know. So let's hope that, this update really fixes the other stuff too as well, because it's not only for the time of day they change, but some other stuff. Let me see what they say again. Guys, this is all on Twitter page too, guys, Just so you all know, they got a Twitter page for all of this. So I think my update was like 3.6 on PlayStation for the update overall. And yeah. Yep. Patch notes 1.6.7 is now live with time of day selection, multiple fish baiting. Multiple fish baiting. What does that mean? More bait in the shop? And 3D fish viewing. Okay, those are more stuff to look into. We might have to do it on stream. So for now, this video is mainly for the time of day, but the bait. Let me go check something. What do they mean by that? If we can't find out what that is, we got it on the stream. Okay. What does it say again? Multiple bait fishing? 1 second, guys. Yeah, multiple fishing baits. The way that sounds to me is like you have way more baits now to use, like a more diverse bait.
How's your Rushy treating you? We are open.
Okay, new baits. I don't really see nothing new in the shop. Baits don't always come down to live baits, they have lures too. Hmm. Yeah, it's kind of confusing what I mean by multiple fishing bait. Simple term, that means a lot of different baits you can use now, but we don't see anything, bro. So I'm not sure. Anyways, guys, we won't make this video long, but I think we're gonna do a live stream today to test out the other stuff and to see how optimized the game is, because sometimes update comes out, something else changes. But with that said, guys, hopefully y'all do enjoy the time of day update that they had it. And in my books, that's the W. So hey, shout out to EW for that update right there. Now I'm gonna go ahead with this video and see y'all on the stream. Stay safe, be safe, and until then, peace. Yo, hold up, wait a minute. Did you drop a like and subscribe to the channel as yet? Oh, hell no. If not, now is the time to do so.